In today's lecture, we are going to start next unit from the pharmacology and toxicology subject. Name of this unit is drugs acting on the digestive system. So in which firstly, we all have idea about what is digestive system. There are different steps involved in the digestion process. Then what is digestive system? What are the parts of the digestive system? Then what the particular functions perform this part in the digestive system. So all these parts we all know, but let us discuss in this short. And after that, we are going to start which drugs acting on this digestive system. So in which the human digestive system consisting of an GIT tract, that is gastrointestinal tract, and it consists of certain accessory and important organs. They are helpful for the digestion process. Digestion, it involves breakdown of the food from the smaller component into the very smaller. That is breaking of any food from the large component to small component or into the smaller parts. That is the digestion. And in this digestive process or in the digestion process, again it involves following steps. 7 steps mainly involved, in which first one is to be ingestion, propulsion, mechanical digestion, chemical digestion, absorption, and last step is the defecation. So these different steps involved in the digestion process and digestion. It is occur in the digestive system. So in the digestive system, the organs that takes food and or any other liquid and that break down into the body and that can used as a energy growth and tissue repairment. So there are different parts involved in the digestive system. They helps to break down of the foods and any other nutrients or waters or any other liquid fluid into the body, and that helps to provide energy, growth, and tissue repairment, as well as they provide as a nutrient to the body, and they can absorb into the bloodstream, and then they produces energy to the whole body. And the remaining unused material that can be discarded in the form of feces from the body. Then the main organs that make the digestive system is in order to given as follows, and which perform their particular functions, in which firstly mouth, esophagus, then stomach, then small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. So this all these organs helping along with the way pancreas, gallbladder, and liver. They are also helpful for the working of digestive system. So the pathway of this digestion and digestive system, it is started from the organ mouth, where intake of the food is to be done, and after the digestion process then passes esophagus, it having their particular role to pass this food material into the stomach. When it goes into the stomach, then digestion is to be occur. After that, large particles or large food material converted into the small particles, and then it reaches to the small intestine, then large intestine, then unused or fecal matter, they goes throughout the rectum and anus. So this is in short about the digestive system. Sound is audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Then main function of this digestion is to be provide motility, digestion, absorption, and secretion. These are the vital functions of the digestive system. Digestion, it occurs step by step in our body. So in which these 7 steps are to be involved. So in this chapter, we have to study about which drugs act on this system. So in which drugs acting on the digestive system we have to study in this unit. Also, there are different parts in the digestive system. There are different parts of small intestine, mainly small intestine having the 3 parts. Can anyone tell me about parts of small intestine, large intestine? parts of small intestine. What are the parts of small intestine? At least it should be known to all of you because it is part of body.
Duodenum, jejunum, and ileum.
What are the parts of large intestine? Colon,
Rectum, colon,
colon, rectum, and anus. While the small intestine having duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So, small intestine, it is actually longest segment in the GI tract or large intestine.
Small intestine.
Small intestine it is an actually longest segment in the gastrointestinal tract, and it is long continuous pathway that travels the food into this digestive system. And also in the small intestine, food is to be break down into the liquid, and most of the nutrients are to be absorbed, and then waste is to be passed for the large intestine. And then again next step is to be happen, that is this passes towards the rectum and anus, that is unused or fecal matter. So in this digestive system, the drugs acting on the digestive system, in which we have to study carminative, then digestant, antacids, drugs used in the ulcer, purgative, laxative, antidiarrheal agent, emetics, and the antiemetics. So all these chapters we have to study under this. We will study under this drugs acting on the digestive system. I think these terms you already listen about these terms: carminative, purgative, laxative, emetic, antiemetic, antacids. Antacids, it is in pharmaceutical chemistry first, and carminative, emetics, laxative, these terms you already hear in pharmacognosy, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's start from the first chapter in drugs acting on the digestive system is carminative. So carminative, tell me definition of carminative from the pharmacognosy. What do you understand about carminative from pharmacognosy?
The
Drugs,
agent which expel the gases from GIT.
agent which expel the.
Gases from GI.
Okay, so we have to study same definition, same parts in the pharmacology and toxicology. Can anyone tell me about examples of carminative? I think some of the examples you perform their TS in practicals of pharmacognosy. Clove, coriander,
Cinnamon.
asafoetida, माहिती आहे?
Yes, ma'am.
काय asafoetida? What it's mean? Asafoetida.
Hinger.
Okay, so fennel, ginger, some cardamom fruits, then clove, cinnamon bark, coriander, anise. These all the drugs possess carminative properties. So carminative, these are the pharmacological agents. When they administered, then they help to expel the gas. Expel means to remove, to force to remove or to leave. So to expel the gas from the stomach or intestine during the treatment for flatulence and colics. Carminatives are also known as carminativum. Screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
So carminative, another term used for the carminative is, it is also known as carminativum, and it is an herb or the preparation. It is intended, that is used to either prevent the formation of gas in the GI tract or to facilitate if there is gas formation is to be occurs in the GI tract, then this carminative facilitate an expulsion of this gas. thereby combating the flatulence, that is, thereby prevent the flatulence. Flatulence means there is accumulation of gas is to be occur from the alimentary canal, or accumulation of gas occur into the GIT tract. So either if there is gas formation occur into the GIT tract, then this carminative, after the administration of this carminative, they help to expel the gas or remove the gas, or when they administered, then this pharmacological agent, that is carminative, they helps to prevent the formation of gas into the GIT tract. This is definition of GIT tract. These are the pharmacological agents. When they administered, they expel the gas from the stomach, or they prevent the formation of the gas in the GIT tract, or they facilitate expulsion or expel of the gas by thereby combating the flatulence. Flatulence means accumulation of the gas is to be prevented after the administration of carminative. There are different herbs or the preparation. They act as a carminative, named as cinnamon bark, clove, coriander, fennel, ginger, cardamom fruit, asafoetida. So this is definition of carminative. Then therapeutically, volatile oils are used in the form of tinctures. So tincture of cardamom, it is used as a carminative, while tincture of ginger, it is used as a carminative. So cardamom means which drug, which herb? It is one of the food species or condiment. Okay. So cardamom, in which tinctures of cardamom are prepared, and they are used as a some volatile oils present in the cardamom, and they are used as a carminative. What is meant by tincture? Tinctures are prepared from the cardamom. So what is meant by tincture? Tincture belladonna, tincture cardamom, tinctures renin, resin, tannins, all these parts covered in first year. What is meant by tincture? Tinctures of black potato. झाले की नाही?
झाले मॅम.
What is mean by tincture?
Concentrated herbal extract.
Repeat it.
Concentrated herbal extract means tincture.
Concentrated.
Drug prepared by dissolving in
alcohol.
It is simply tincture means it is a typically extract formation. Either it is obtained from plant or the animal. The plant किंवा animal मधून जे active ingredient आहेत, that should be extracted, and then after that it is dissolved into the ethanol or any alcohol. That is tincture. So their concentration, either it is dilute or concentrated, it is depend on the concentration of solvent which is used to formulate the tincture. So examples of the carminative are tinctures of cardamom, tinctures of ginger. They are therapeutically available and prepared because of there is presence of volatile oil in it. Volatile oils च्या category मध्ये हे example study केले असतील तुम्ही, right?
मॅम डेफिनेशन दिसते, पुढची स्लाइड दिसत नाही.
Definition.
डेफिनेशन ची स्लाइड दिसते, पुढची नाही दिसत आहे.
We are discussing about definition and in general introduction about carminatives. The next point, uses. Definition again, same point is given here, in which these are the agents that promote expulsion of the gases, that is remove the gases from the GI tract, is known as carminative. Then various drugs are used for this purpose. that is cardamom, peppermint, sodium bicarbonate. Then rather than these herbs, another agents act as a carminative or sodium bicarbonate. With this agent, some constituents are given from the plant extract, and then these carminatives are prepared. Then uses of carminative and digestion. In following disorder or following conditions, these carminatives are used. In which first one, dyspepsia, discomfort in upper abdomen, gas formation, feeling of fullness, and burning sensation. So in these conditions, these carminatives are used. The first one is dyspepsia. What is meant by dyspepsia? It is which type of the disorder? What happened? Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Dyspepsia means indigestion. So it is if there is proper digestion of this food is not occur, that is dyspepsia is occurs, and after that there is pain in the stomach is observed. So dyspepsia means indigestion, improper digestion. The next point is discomfort in the upper abdomen. So abdomen, it is again abdominal part, that is stomach related. So if there is discomfort or pain into the abdomen, then these carminatives are given. And then next, gas formation. So main function of this carminative is to expel the gases from the GI tract. So if there is gas formation is to be occur, then these carminative agents are used in such a condition. Then next, feeling of fullness. If there is overdigestion or fullness of the stomach is to be occur, then this happen, that is feeling of fullness. Then carminatives are given. Then burning sensation, that is acid. If there is excessive secretion of acid and burning sensation is to be occur in the GI tract, then carminatives are given to relieve from this sensation. So these are the uses of carminative. Then next point, how they act, that is mechanism of action of carminative, in which expulsion of gases from the stomach, that is eruction. So remove of the gases from the stomach or the GI tract is the first action or the major role performed by the carminative, in which some volatile oils such as they are obtained from the cinnamon, cardamom, fennel, coriander, clove. All these drugs contain volatile oils. So some volatile oil, then sodium bicarbonate, then magnesium carbonate, phenol, peppermint, they act as a carminative. So main role of this carminative is expulsion or remove of the gases from the stomach. Then next, they act by following way. Screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So in which first one is correct dosage. So firstly, administer the carminative, then in the correct dose, mild irritation to the GI mucosa, that is gastrointestinal mucosa, shows or produces this mild irritation. So after irritation to this GIT mucosa, it produces vasodilation effect. So because of vasodilation, there is relaxation of gastrointestinal muscularis, that is sphincters. What is meant by sphincters? Sphincters means what? Kai sphincter means cardiac sphincters, muscularis. मसल्स रिलेटेड आहे का? झालंय anatomy मध्ये. These are the muscles. So relaxation of gastrointestinal muscularis, that is relaxation of GIT muscle. So sphincters, these are the muscles that normally maintain the constriction of any natural body passage. So after the vasodilation, then relaxation of this GIT muscle. Then relaxation is to be occur, then it releases gas from the stomach, and by this way they act as a carminative. That is, these are the pharmacological agents. When they are administered, they expel, that is, they force to remove the gas from the GIT tract, or they force to expel the gas from the stomach. So by this pathway, this carminative is to be active. So firstly, we have to take on improper dosage form or incorrect dosage form. This carminative, after that, they produces mild. Mild means it is in the medium formation. So mild irritation is to be occur in GIT mucosa. After that, it produces vasodilation effect. So because of vasodilation, there is relaxation of GIT muscle. That is relaxation of sphincters. Sphincters are the muscle. Then they, because of relaxation, they releases gas from the stomach. That is, they expel gas from the GIT tract. So by this way, carminative shows their mechanism of action. Then next point, peptic side effects. First one is peptic ulcer, biliary tract diseases, irritable colon syndrome. Side effects of carminative, in which if any individual suffering from the peptic ulcer. What is mean by peptic ulcer?
Excessive secretion of acid.
Then what happened?
Peptic ulcer.
Directly peptic ulcer.
Hyperacidity.
Acid.
First
Hyperacidity in then.
Yeah, and it cause a muscles irritation.
Irritation or sewing of muscle, sore. लाइनिंग वरती जे लेजियन्स फॉर्मेशन होतं सांगितलेलं का मी अगोदर अल्सर सांगितलेलं आहे.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There is secretion of acid into the GI tract, it get increases, and because of this जे लाइनिंग आहे डायजेस्टिव्ह ट्रॅक मध्ये म्युकस मेम्ब्रेन त्या लाइनिंग वरती सोर फॉर्मेशन किंवा लेजियन्स फॉर्मेशन ऑकर होतात, and that disorder is known as peptic ulcer. Can anyone tell me about causes of this peptic ulcer? Peptic ulcer means hyperacidity. Why it happens? ऍसिडचं सिक्रिशन इन्क्रीज झाल्यामुळे अल्सर होतो. ऍसिडची जी लेवल आहे जीआयटी ट्रॅक मध्ये त्याच्यामुळे लेजियन्स फॉर्मेशन होतात म्युकस मेम्ब्रेन वरती. मग ऍसिडचं सिक्रिशन हाय का होतं? व्हेन इट हॅपन्स अँड व्हाय? की फक्त डायरेक्टली असंच ऍसिडचं सिक्रिशन होतं? So we're discussing here side effects of carminative, in which first one, peptic ulcer. So peptic ulcer, it is occur when there is hypersecretion of acid or hyperacidity is to be occurred, then it leads to there is lining of the mucous membrane into the GI tract on which sore formation or sore formation or lesions formation is to be occurred. So that is peptic ulcer. Then next point, biliary tract diseases. Biliary tract diseases means माहिती आहे? Biliary tract means which tract? Any idea? So biliary diseases, these are the diseases that refer to the bile duct, gallbladder, and other functions, other structures involved in the production of and transportation of bile. Bile secretion माहिती है?
Yes, ma'am.
BILE, bile. It is a fluid. It is produced by which gland? Which organ?
Liver.
Liver. So that tract मध्ये जे diseases होतात, that is biliary tract disease. The next one, irritable colon syndrome. Colon, it is part of.
Large intestine.
Okay, so colon, it is part of large intestine, and where irritation is to be occur, and this is irritable colon syndrome. So these are the side effects of carminative, and because of this, it causes flattened dysphagia, that is flattened or flatulence. It means that stomach upset is to be occur. Stomach upset means that is functions are not performed properly. That is dysfunctioning of the abdominal cavity or the stomach, that is flattened dysphagia. The stomach upset with the frequent eruption of the pathway. So simply because of this all the side effects, or because of the side effect of carminative, they produces flattened dysphagia. So dysphagia. What is dysphagia?
Indigestion.
Indigestion.
Indigestion. So these are the side effects. So here we discuss about carminative, in which firstly definition of carminative, then mechanism of action, how they act. That is, these are the pharmacological agents that helps to evacuation of the bowel, and they promote or force to expel the gases from the GI tract, and they act by produces mild irritation and increases the GIT motility. GIT motility means what? Gastrointestinal motility. Carminative increase करतात, means काय करतात? Motility means
Movement.
okay, so movement of the food from the mouth through pharynx, esophagus, then stomach, then small intestine, then large intestine, and then out of the body. That movement, it get increases by the carminative, and which causes relaxation of sphincters. Sphincters means circular muscles that normally maintain the contraction of the muscles. So then they help to the vasodilation, relaxation of the sphincter is to be occurred, and after that this agent produces feeling of warmth in the intestine because of releases the gases from the stomach. So by this way they act as a carminative. So there are different examples in the carminative are cinnamon bark, clove, coriander, anise, fennel, ginger, asafoetida. These are the food species as well as act as a condiment. Also therapeutically used carminatives are obtained from the volatile oils, and they in the form of tinctures. So tinctures of cardamom, tinctures of gingerbread. The next point we discuss side effect. Peptic ulcer, biliary tract diseases, irritable colon syndromes. So here we complete carminative. In short, there is little bit a chapter in the drugs acting on digestive tract is carminative. All of you understand carminative?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There is question asked on this chapter is write a note on carminative. Then you have to write all these points. Their definition, mechanism of action, some preparations, side effect, their uses. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Then next point, next chapter in the drugs acting on digestive system is digestant. So digestant, these are the pharmacological agents Okay, before that, can anyone tell me about definition of carminative? What do you understand from the carminative? What is mean by carminative? Am I audible to all?
Yes.
Roll number 22. What is mean by carminative?
Expel gas of stomach.
एवढीच डेफिनेशन सांगितली मी. आय थिंक मला वाटतं की तुम्ही फार्माकोलॉजी आणि टॉक्सिकोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट झाल्यानंतर तो पॅटर्न यूज करणार आहे. मे बी मेडिकल मध्ये ज्यावेळेस टॅबलेट डिस्पेन्स करणार आहे तुम्ही इन फ्युचर त्यावेळेस सांगायचं दीज आर दी फार्माकोलॉजिकल एजंट अँड दे आर युज फॉर मध्ये प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मध्ये जे आहे ते फक्त आता यूज करायचं आहे. प्रॉपर मॅनर्स मध्ये सांगा डेफिनेशन. These are the pharmacological agent. मी टीचिंग करताना तसं केलेलं आहे का? शॉर्टकट जास्त आवडते वाटतं. आणि तसेच आन्सर असतील तर मार्क ही तसेच असतील. जर डेफिनेशन ऍक्युरेट असेल तरी तेवढेच 2-3 सेंटेन्स आहेत ना तर तेवढेच हाफ मार्क. रोल नंबर 30. What is mean by carminative?
These are the pharmacological agents which, when administered, this agent expel the gas from GI tract, is known as carminative.
22. Repeat it.
Yes, ma'am. These are the pharmacological agents which, when administered externally, expel gas from stomach or intestine.
And what is mechanism of action of carminative? How it will act?